Okay, let's back up
Yeah.
for the purposes of this podcast.
Yeah.
What is polygenic screening?
So, yeah, so I mean, I'm just going to way oversimplify it, but essentially what you're doing is taking genetic information of tons and tons of individuals. I mean, in an ideal world, you'd have all the genetic information ever, but you're taking a large cohort of people, let's say on the scale of hundreds of thousands or even millions if you can get it, and saying, of these people, let's say you're focusing on, let's talk about Alzheimer's. You'd have the genetic information of everybody, and then you would say, this person has Alzheimer's, this person doesn't, this person has it, this person doesn't, etc. And then you would see what are the commonalities in the genetic background of the people that do have Alzheimer's as compared to those who don't. And then you're able to narrow down, like, okay, these people have mutation X, Y, and Z across different genes. And those are the mutation, pretty consistently, if you have these, you're more likely to have Alzheimer's. Does not mean that everybody that doesn't mean you'll get it. I mean, you then take those genes or those mutations and then test it in a different group of people and see if those actually are predictive.
So what they're doing then is looking for these types of variability in the DNA sequences of people and whether those variabilities are associated with a disease like Alzheimer's, right? Or association is a loose word. It could be that it increases your chances of getting it, or it affects potentially something similar to the feature. And so in this case, though, for nucleus, they're not, like you said, they're not engineering anything.
No,
they're looking at whether this so outside of, they're looking at what those genetic sequences are that a potential couple might have, like a couple might have or an embryo might have, and kind of providing the future parents the profile of what this baby might have physically, to be honest, physically or biologically in the future, based on, like, without changing it.
Yeah.
And that genetic profile is always going to be based on what the genetic profile of the parents are.
Right, but they're not doing it based on the parents. They're specifically they're like downstream of IVF. They take a few cells from the embryos and just take the genetic information of the embryos. But yes, it will be based on the parents.